Hi everybody, welcome to this video. I thought since we were making hatch green chili enchiladas, I would talk a little bit about green chili. So green chili is native to, of course, Mexico, but New Mexico as well. It was recorded by the Spanish conquistadores and in all of their writings when they came across it with the Pueblo Indians who were growing a milder version that was being grown in Mexico. And it is our staple. It's one of the reasons that we are the chili capital of the world. We consume more than any other group in the world. We put it on everything, so hamburgers and nachos, of course, and salsas and all kinds of dishes. So I thought I would go through and let you watch a little video about the roasting process that happens after the summer harvest every year. It's kind of a ritual that we all go through. We pick up our chili and we get it roasted and then we process it. So here you go. Okay, so that is the roasting process for long Jim or big Jim chili. It's different from Anaheim. It's really native to New Mexico, and it's picked while it's green in the field. So, and it's in the same family as tomatoes. So if you think about a tomato going ripe on the vine, we do the same thing with green chili. Eventually, the green chili will go ripe on the vine, turns into the red pods that many people or artisans turn into these beautiful red ristras. However, when it's picked while it's green, that is what we're using for our dishes. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about country of origin labeling and the different things that you can find in the grocery stores. Here you can see one that says homegrown from Macayo. There's another brand here that's out of California. Anything that is grown out of the country has to have country of origin labeling. This website talks about southern New Mexico. I assume it is a New Mexican product. So many brands out there, but this one, for instance, talks about hatch green chilies from New Mexico, but they actually aren't grown, and you can look at the labels and see the country of origin labeling requirements. This company says Hatch Valley, so we assume that it is. However, this one is a Hatch brand, but it's actually not. It's a product of Mexico. It's a brand. So look at the country of origin labeling. El Pinto is a very old Mexican restaurant in New Mexico, but I'm not happy about their green chili sauce being red. Not quite sure what's up with that. I have seen a restaurant offer or serve green chili enchiladas that were red. I wasn't happy about that. This product here is not great for what we're doing today. If you're going to use something, use fire roasted, but try to make sure that you can have the origin labeled on there, preferably hatch green chili. This is going to be a favorite. It does have lime in this process. In this jar, they do add lime and salt and garlic, so it's pretty much ready to go. You wouldn't have to add too much more to your chili sauce that we're making today. Some of the cans are not going to have lime or garlic, so you will need to add them. This is the Hatch brand. However, this particular can, when you look at the back of the label, has a New Mexico logo on it, the New Mexico Taste the Tradition logo, so you know that these were grown in New Mexico. There's other brands that you can use as well that are really, really good. Young Guns is another one that's really good. I believe they also add garlic and lime to their bottles or jars, but my favorite, if I had to pick one, is going to be the Bueno Hatch Autumn Roast, and you will have to add your own garlic and onion powder or garlic and salt and spices to it. So with that, why does it matter? Okay, so you can see here I have two different brands of canned green chilies. They're both labeled exactly the same. However, the one on the right is the darker green chili is a Hatch New Mexico product. Darker green, much more flavorful. These on the left are probably California Anaheim green chilies, and they really don't have very much green chili flavor. They almost taste more like a pickle. very, very vinegary. So try to choose a hatch product. This on the right is going to be your best bet. Okay, so let's get to making the chili sauce. So you've got your green chili in a pot. So you've got about 32 ounces of green chili, and I do put about half a cup of water in it to heat it up and just kind of get it loose. To this, you're going to add your cream of chicken. I do recommend Campbell's. The others tend to be less flavorful, a little watery, not quite sure, but this is what we've always used. And so you're going to add in one 22-ounce can of cream of chicken. To this, you'll be adding a few spices, not much. Again, the main star here is the green chili. So about a teaspoon of onion powder and about a half a teaspoon of garlic powder, and just a couple of dashes of cumin is all it needs. So you want to get this going. You can see how it thickens up here, and that's fine. We're going to be loosening it up with some chicken stock. So have your chicken stock ready. We will be adding a little bit of salt at this time as well. If you're watching your salt intake, you can wait on the salt till the very end. See how it's going at that point. And I have about 2 cups of chicken stock prepared, and I do end up using most of it, if not all of it, because I do try to cook this down a little before I end up using it. So I prepare the sauce, I let it cook down while I get everything else ready to put the green enchiladas together. So this is where you're just going to mix and let it cook down a little bit, and we'll be back with the rest of the preparation. Okay, so you can see that I've got this up to a simmer now, and it's a lot more homogeneous. The cream of chicken has mixed in with the chicken stock, and there is plenty of sauce here for what we'll be making the size of our dish today. So again, this was the green chili mixed with the 22-ounce can of cream of chicken, a few spices, garlic powder, onion powder, and a dash of cumin, some salt, and a little bit of, you could even use water, it doesn't have to be chicken stock, but about 2 cups of water or chicken stock. And this is the green chili sauce. Pretty simple, and it's always best to keep it simple. I know that there will be many different variations on this. Honestly, this is what my mother did growing up, and oftentimes if she had already run out of her frozen batch of green chili, every August is roasting green chili roasting time in New Mexico, and we would always pick up our batch for the year and freeze it, but by Easter time we were usually out of it or running low. And again, that's why I wanted to go over the other options that are out there today, because they really do provide the flavor profile that I remember, and it really does give you a great end product. So we will keep going, and let me pull everything together, and then we'll start assembling the whole casserole. Okay, so I did another small pot because I wanted to show you. I used 1 can of cream of chicken, And when you use just 1 can of cream of chicken, maybe you want to make smaller portions, you're going to want to use at least 3 4-ounce cans. So 12 ounces, 3 4-ounce cans of the Hatch green chili, preferably roasted, chopped green chili. But if it's not roasted, it'll be fine. You want to use at least 3 cans. 4 would be better. So 16 ounces of the small cans. That would be 4 cans of these small cans. Remember that these are not going to have garlic or lime in them like the Hatch 505 product does. So I just wanted to mention that for 1 can of cream of chicken, you'll want to use 3 to 4 4-ounce cans, 16 ounces total of the small cans for the sauce. And you just mix it into the cream of chicken, add a little water, add a little chicken stock if you've got it, and this is it. Alright, so here we are. I wanted to go over the cheese situation. I have here about 4 cups of Colby, Longhorn Colby cheese. And for this enchilada casserole, this is the only cheese we ever use. I know you can obviously use any kind of cheese that you want to use or that you like, but for this particular flavor profile, it's only Colby cheese. And in New Mexico, it's a very commonly found cheese. I don't often find it already shredded, so I do have to go through the process of shredding it, which I don't like. I hate shredding cheese, but that's a great job for a teenager you have in the house, or maybe even a small child, as long as they can keep their fingers out of it. But it is Colby Longhorn cheese, the only cheese. We don't use Monterey Jack, we don't use Colby Jack, we don't use white cheeses in my household, and growing up it was only Colby cheese. So I wanted to go over that, and then it's just a matter of getting the assembly line going here. So let me get the camera situated and we will see that we have everything we need. We've got our casserole, our cheese, our tortillas, and our cheese sauce, and it's time to put this thing together. Alright, so here we are, ready with our components to put the enchiladas together. So turn on your music and get ready to just put this all together. Super simple. You're going to start out with a ladle or 2 of your sauce on the bottom, and we don't have to fry these at all. The tortillas do not need to be fried in order to put this together. So we're just going to assemble them, put the tortillas in. Make sure you don't put wax paper at the bottom. You could probably do foil, but do not use wax paper because that will disintegrate, and you don't want people eating wax paper. So, chili sauce, cheese. Obviously, you could do onions. We did not do onion. White, raw onion is used on our red enchiladas traditionally, but in my household, the green enchiladas did not take white onion or onion. Obviously, there are so many variations that you could try with this recipe. We don't put chicken in ours, but if you were going to do chicken, you could certainly go out and get a roasted rotisserie chicken, shred it up and add it in there. Boil some chicken breast with some garlic powder, onion powder, and shred it up and add it in there. But these are simple and the way that I make them today. So this couldn't be easier. Hope hope you'll give it a try. Let me know how it works out. I'm really new at this because I've been working on a cookbook. I just got back from a trip to Spain, did a little bit of research, and I was very ready for home-cooked meal and enchiladas. So here we go. Green enchiladas, New Mexican, hatch green chili. Can't beat them. These are gonna go into the oven for about 10 minutes, just to let the cheese melt on top and let everything come together, and you're done. All right, so here we are, hot out of the oven, ooey gooey New Mexican green enchiladas, and I guess I can plate these up for you. So here we go. See the strings here? I know people think you need mozzarella or something to get that kind of stringage, but you don't. Colby, straight up Colby. These are the ones I use, the 505, but you can see the tortillas are completely cooked through and soft. These are the ones with the canned green chilies, just as good. So let me know how it works out for you. Leave me a comment, let me know how you did, and also let me know if you want me to do a video. I forgot to mention I can my own green chili because my freezer gets too full when I buy the roasted green chili and I bag it up. I used to always just keep an extra freezer full of it, but I've found now that if I process it and can it, I like the product better when I'm using it. I don't have to defrost, and it just is a great way to store your green chili. So if you're interested in a video on green chili sauce making, leave me a comment below. Thanks. Love you guys.